947 Drive with Tando.
So more than 20 anti-migrant organizations and civil groups who are behind the looming June 30 protest have vowed that there will be no violence, there'll be no looting, and there'll be no death. But at the very same time, as heard on EWN a little bit earlier, they are saying they cannot be held responsible if demonstrations planned for June 30th turn violent. The group addressed the media, of course, in Johannesburg today to dispel fears of possible arrests ahead of next Tuesday's protest. So joining us on the line is SAPS spokesperson Brigadier Athlenda Mate. Brigadier, what are some of the fears around what's to happen June 30th?
Well, a very good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity. I don't think on our side there's fears, but there is preparation. We do believe that preparing accordingly, proper coordination will ensure that on the 30th of June, we avert any shutdown, we avert any form of violence, and we ensure that those that gather, they gather so peacefully within the confines of the law. But obviously, yes, we have identified the risks to say we fail as law enforcement to plan accordingly and to prepare for this event at its magnitude. The losses can be greater because we have heard the responses, commentary around the 600 million that has been set aside to obviously police that particular day. And we are saying actually the losses might be greater if we fail to plan accordingly, if we fail to pull all stakeholders from various sectors of society, then the cost can even run into billions should the violence escalate, should there be economic losses and damage to infrastructure and so on.
I know there's a couple of comments from South Africans saying, okay, so the 600 million is available for security measures, but where's the 600 million when it comes to protecting our borders?
Well, that's a valid question, and we do consider government to say we need to enhance and improve our border security. That we concede, but also we need to reassure the people of South Africa, especially on our side as law enforcement, to say we are not turning a blind eye on the illegal immigration issue. Every week through Operation Chanela, the SAPS is arresting no less than 1,200 illegal foreigners. When you look at the statistics from January to date, it's more than 40,000 that we have arrested. I think in the previous financial year, we were running at 76,000. And so on. So we are not turning a blind eye. We are doing all we can, but we do concede that much more needs to be done.
I think also the frustration comes in that, okay, so proper planning can be done ahead of the march, on the 30th of June, yet all our lives we could have planned to ensure that illegal immigration is dealt with, as in when it happens at a greater scale, at a 600 million rand scale.
No, I think various sectors and various departments of government, they are doing all we can. We had the BMA saying they are also introducing the drone technology and various types of technology to enhance border security. I know that we do have the SANDF, we've got SAPS, we've got BMA at the borders, but we do concede that much more needs to be done at this stage. But now we are here and June 30 is here, and we need to prepare accordingly.
Brigadier, just one last question out of interest, how closely does the SAPS work with the BMA?
We do. We work closely through the nut joints, through our weekly operations. We are working closely. You will know that in the nut joints, we are the lead department. The SAPS is the lead department, and all other government departments are supporting our work. But when it comes to illegal immigration, the Department of Home Affairs must lead and enforce the law accordingly. And when you look at the statistics, they are also not turning a blind eye, because when you look at the past 2 years, I think they've deported more than 100,000 illegal immigrants. Last week we went to Lindela, where there were about 5,000 awaiting deportation and so on. And that is the work of government. That is the work of law enforcement, working closely with Department of Home Affairs, BMA, and so on.
Brigadier, thank you so much for your time. That's the SAPS spokesperson, Brigadier Athlenda Mate.
947 Drive with Tando.